Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. We are in a completely different setting than I normally am in. I'm actually kind of excited for this. So as you guys can see by the title and the thumbnail, we are going to be doing a new series that I want to introduce onto my channel that's called Mic'd Up with Kay. I've always wanted to have a podcast of my own, and as much as I would love to have my own channel and have like a podcast channel, this is just kind of like a dipping my toes into like the podcast life. I obviously don't have any podcast equipment. Like I literally just have a little DJI microphone and a camera, and we're just gonna start with this. And if you guys enjoy this series, then I will continue it, but this is of course the very first episode of this series, so I'm really excited to introduce this to my channel. I've literally like thought about this video and like how I wanted to go about it, and I was like, you know what, I have free time today, let me just start filming it right now. I did think about this idea like literally in a dream. I was just like, you know what, why not just like start my little mini podcast series on my YouTube channel and then take it from there. Because if you guys know me, then you know that I am a yapper. I am a certified yapper, like not even kidding. Like if you know me in person or even from just this channel, then you guys know that I can talk. Like you start a conversation with me, I can keep it going, like dead ass. Anyways, we're just gonna start this series off now, and it's just gonna be me basically gonna just be introducing myself, reintroducing myself to this channel, because I know it's been a while since I've kind of introduced myself on here. I don't even think in my very first video that I have up on this channel I introduced myself, or unless I did, but it was like a Q&A video that I did, like I don't know, when I was in like high school, like freshman or sophomore in high school. So yeah, we need a refresher because my life has changed so much since this channel has started, and not even like necessarily to do with this channel specifically, just that my life from, I don't know, 6-7 years ago, 6-7 years ago is completely different to now. And I'm sure if I ever want to look back at this channel and look at the videos, and I will probably think the same thing and be like, dang, my life is completely different from what it is right now. Yeah, anyways, let's just get right into this mic'd up series. I'm gonna be holding the mic the whole entire time, so hopefully the audio comes out crisp and good. If not, then you guys will probably never see this video on my channel, so I'm really praying that it goes good. And I am filming outside, so you guys might hear some birds chirping in the background, a little bit of wind because it is a little bit windy today, or like there's like a light breeze. And then also, since I am filming outside, the AC unit thing will probably be turning on and off in the background as well, so it might get a little bit louder in the middle of me talking. But anyways, let's just get right into it. I got a little bit more comfortable, so sorry if the lighting gets a little bit different because the sun is hitting my hair, so I know that might change the look of it. But anyways, let's get right into it. Hello, hi, welcome to my channel if you're new here, and if you're not new here, then welcome back to my channel. I kind of just want to start off this series by reintroducing myself. So my name is Caitlin. If you guys didn't know, that's what K is short for. So my name is Caitlin. K actually comes from, my nickname actually comes from, dang, I've had this nickname for so long. K has been, I literally only go by K now. Like anytime I feel like I introduce myself to people, I always introduce myself as K and not Caitlin anymore. I don't know if that's, sorry. Remember how I said the AC unit was going to be turning on every so often? You guys are going to be hearing it in the background. So anyways, yeah, so K is actually short for Caitlin, and I actually got my nickname from my sister. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if she remembers this, but in like elementary school, I would always go by KK, and that was just like my nickname in elementary school. But like as I got older, like KK just kind of like, I don't know, I just didn't really like it. I never really did like it, to be completely honest with you. And here comes Kobe. You're gonna see Kobe probably come in the video a couple of times. Yes, you want to say hi? Say hi. This is Kobe, if you guys didn't know. This is my dog. anyways, back to what I was saying. In elementary school, I always went by KK, or not went by, but like my nickname that my friends gave me was KK, and only my closest friends would call me that. I feel like I don't remember ever like random people coming up to me and calling me that, but like my closest friends in elementary school would call me KK. And then when I went into middle school, I still did have that nickname KK, because I do remember my closest friends in middle school would call me that as well. And then it slowly started to shift from KK to just K. And I feel like the main reason why it switched was because of my sister. There was like a point in time that my sister and my brother-in-law were going to play volleyball, outdoor volleyball at this park. And my sister is 9 years older than me. Fun fact, if you guys didn't know, this is the whole point of me introducing myself, is to kind of let you guys know a little bit more about me. But yes, me and my sister are 9 years apart, so obviously the people that she was going to go play volleyball with were older, so they're obviously around her age, not around my age, and I'm over here like 13 years old going to go play volleyball with them. So I would join them here and there, and they have this friend which we're actually still friends with and really close with. You guys maybe have seen them on my channel, I'm not too sure, but she watches my videos, so if you're watching this, shout out to you, Kaylin. You're the whole reason why I got my nickname. I think that's where it stems from. I don't know. I think eventually I would have gone by K on my own, but I feel like it all started with my sister and because of this. But they have a friend, her name is Kaylin, my name is Caitlin, and when we were playing volleyball, my sister was like, okay, there's two Kaylins, like there's two K's, but one is Kaylin and one is Caitlin, and it was gonna be too complicated, like when we're talking to each other on the volleyball court, to be like, Caitlin, get the ball, Kaylin, get the ball, like, you know, like when you're in the moment, like you don't hear the T, you know, like you're just gonna be saying my name, and like I don't know if you're gonna be talking to her or me, and like instead of it being all confusing, my sister was like, we're gonna just call Caitlin K, which I think is so funny, because like I feel like maybe it would have made more sense that we called Kaylin K, because she doesn't have a T in her name and I do, but instead we shortened mine instead of. Anyways, that's basically where I got my nickname from, was K. And I actually am like remembering now that I remember telling, like, I think my sister and my mom, like, I don't want to be called KK anymore, I want to go by K. And I did. I started going by K. I think I even changed like my social media name, because I think I had Instagram then. But no, my Instagram name has always been the same, because the Instagram handle that I have now is the same handle that I've had since like middle school, and I've never changed it. But I do remember, I think I even changed, like, you know how you could change like your name and your bio or whatever. Like I think I had it as K for like the longest time. And then I created this channel. I actually have an older channel that I used to. By the way, that channel was like since middle school. Actually, it is this channel, but I changed the name. So this channel I've had since like I was in elementary/middle school. But in elementary school, when I had my YouTube channel, I would go by Awesome KK. Cringe. I know, cringe. Let's not talk about it. And so then when I connected with this channel and wanted to post again, I changed my name to Princess K, which is what it's called now. So that's kind of where I got it from. And the whole princess thing was just, I just got the name Princess K from, I don't know what. I went by K, and then I just added princess in front of it, because bitch, I am a princess. I'm just kidding. But anyways, that's just where I got my nickname from, and that's kind of like a little insight of me. I'm 23 years old. I actually just turned 23 in the beginning of this year. My birthday's in January, and I'm just living my life. I still live at home with my parents. Currently in a, how long have we been together? 4 year. I'm in a 4-year relationship. That ain't going nowhere. I've been with my man since 2021, and actually I would love to have him on this series and kind of talk about our relationship and give like relationship advice, and just kind of like introduce him and like our relationship, even though he's not gonna be like on this channel. Like, I mean, obviously he's been on this channel before, and it's not like this is gonna turn into a couples channel, but I would love to have him on this series and kind of talk about how we got together and stuff like that, because I know we filmed like a vlog where we did talk about how we met, or like how we yeah, how we met, I think, is how we talked about it. But I want to like get in depth into that story and not do it like in a vlog form. I'd rather do it in like this type of form where I'm talking to you guys with a microphone and kind of have him introduce himself and introduce our relationship together. So that will probably be on another episode, which I would love to film for you guys. So if that's something that you guys want to see, please let me know. A little bit more about myself. So the whole history behind this channel, I know I've talked about it before in the past, but I've always had a dream or an ambition to become a YouTuber. And I think my family, like my parents specifically, or my sister, can vouch for me when I say that. Like growing up, I would say like I want to be a YouTuber, and I think this all just comes from me growing up watching YouTube videos. I obviously grew up watching TV, like that's not, I didn't just grow up just solely on YouTube videos, but I feel like I did watch a lot of YouTube vlogs and family channels. And like obviously like when you're younger, you're watching like these little kids like vlog or like have like their own YouTube channel, and that's where I think I got it from, was that because I watched so many of these people. And this is all mainly also because of my sister too, because my sister would watch these people and then I would watch them with her. If not, I'd watch them on my own. But I feel like that's where I got my like goal of wanting to become a YouTuber, was from that, from growing up watching other people do it, that I thought like it was so easy that I could do it myself. So like in elementary school, I literally started a channel with my sister's laptop. That is insane. I had a little laptop that my sister used, and I logged in, created a channel. I don't even know how I created a channel, to be completely honest with you. Like it's kind of scary, like looking back and thinking like I was like what, like 8 years old online creating a YouTube channel for myself. Like that is insane. Like I don't even remember how I created this YouTube channel. I don't even know how I knew how to create a YouTube channel, because obviously you have to create like an email and a password and like all these things, and I didn't know. And also the world has always been scary, but I don't think the world was that scary about the internet back then as I am now. Like I am more aware of the things that I put out and the things that I say because of like the weird people that are out there. But like when you're young, like you obviously aren't thinking of that. Like you're 8 years old, bro, like you don't know anything. And anyways, I just remember I created a YouTube channel, and obviously that's when I told you guys that I started going by Awesome KK. And I was literally in elementary school. I think I was in like 4th grade, and I took my sister's laptop and I recorded off of her little webcam, and I recorded my first YouTube video with that. And ever since then, like I've always had a passion for YouTube, but I never fully committed to it. And as much as I can say that now I'm not 100% committed to it. I just come on here randomly when I feel like filming videos, but I obviously do have a love and a passion for it, and that's why I'm here today filming like this type of content for you guys. But it is changing a lot. Like YouTube isn't the biggest platform. I think it still is a big platform, but I don't think it's the biggest platform that's being used right now. I think a lot of people are turning into like TikTok and Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts more than they are filming or tuning into YouTube videos where they're like long form content. People are starting to lose like their attention span, because I can admit that I've lost my attention span a lot, that I think it's sometimes hard for me to sit down and watch videos because I'm so used to watching TikToks of being like 30 seconds long to a minute long, rather than sitting down and like actually watching a video that's like 30 minutes long. And that's like where I think the problem is that we're so used to having short form content that we've lost track of like actually watching people like enjoy their lives. And I still do. I still love watching like podcasts. I love watching like family vlogs and stuff like that. I still do, but I have to be in the mood for it. So I don't know, I lost my train of thought. I'm over here like getting sidetracked talking about this, but back to what I was saying. When I was in elementary school, I created this channel, and I would film like my videos with like a webcam, literally like with a little laptop and a webcam, and I filmed my first YouTube video with that. And then I remember I think I filmed maybe like 2 or 3 more videos after that. And then obviously I'm young, like what am I gonna do with my life? Like a webcam, really? Like you think you're gonna become famous that way? Like I literally was swearing that I was gonna like hit the viral page on YouTube and like become this famous person overnight at like 8 years old. Like, are you serious? Like, no, that did not happen, obviously. And then from there, going into like middle school, I knew I still wanted to like record YouTube videos, because of course I'm still watching and growing up with YouTube videos and watching people that I like subscribed to and like saw them become famous, that I kept telling myself that I was going to be there one day. And I still do think that, but I do think that it's going to take a lot of time. I don't think I'm going to become this like big person overnight, and I don't think I ever want to become like that huge. I think I'm okay with becoming like, you know, just like a comfort vlogger or a comfort YouTube content creator that people can come and watch when they're overstimulating like $1 million YouTubers who like have this big platform that they can put out like huge videos where like they put so much money into it, that I'm just gonna be that one person you come to and you're like, you know what, she's normal, she has a normal life and she lives a normal life, and like you can come to me, you know. And when I do make it big, I promise you I will still be the same person. I don't think I would ever change just because of money. I mean, you know, people say money changes you, and I could say that now, and maybe like you guys later down the line, if I ever do become like big, you guys would be like, damn girl, you said that you would never like change, and like now you're changed, like you have like all this money and you don't even film anything. Like, no, I don't want to become that person. But anyways, going into middle school, I did know that I wanted to keep this channel, and I wanted to, or keep doing a YouTube channel. And I do remember that I didn't know my like login information to my elementary school YouTube channel, which is why to this day you could probably still find that YouTube channel somewhere. And I was like, you know what, like I want to go back to trying to make YouTube videos, and all I had was my freaking iPhone, and that's all you really need. If you really want to start a YouTube channel, all you really need is your phone. You can literally just start filming with your phone, start filming content, start filming whatever you want. If you want to be a TikToker, like a TikToker, if all you want to be is a TikToker, if you want to film like short form content, like you literally just need a phone with a camera. That's literally all you need. You don't need anything expensive. Anyways, I was in middle school, and I'm over here saying that I want to still create YouTube videos and have like a YouTube channel. And so I remember I created the channel that I have right now. And I think in middle school I still went by Awesome KK. I don't think I changed my channel name to Princess K until I was in high school. But I did have this channel. This is when I created this channel that I have right now that you guys are watching me on. Obviously, all the videos from middle school are all deleted off of my channel because they're nowhere to be found. I think I thought I archived them, but I legitimately deleted them off of the internet. So I don't have any proof that I filmed any content in middle school, but I definitely did. I do remember using my iPhone and like filming content and editing with it and uploading it, and I don't even remember what I would film, but that was in middle school. And I really wish that I had like videos still from there. Like even on my phone now, like I don't have anything from middle school, and that's only because and I'm gonna tell you this right now, I had like an iPhone 6, I think. And if you don't remember, those iPhones like only had like 32 gigabytes of storage. And when you're filming videos, and especially if you're trying to film like a lot of videos, like long form videos, it takes up a lot of your storage. And I remember my storage would always be full, and my phone would glitch out so bad that it got to the point that when I would delete every single thing. And keep in mind, I was thinking that iCloud had my back, because I was like, I'm gonna just delete it off my phone, but iCloud is still gonna have it stored. No, bitch, no. I deleted every single picture and video from middle school, thinking that it was in the iCloud storage, but it wasn't. That's not how it works. And I wish like I knew that that's how it worked, because if I hadn't deleted everything off of that iPhone, I would have had the videos from my middle school days. I would have had pictures from middle school. I have none of that. I have literally none of that. I have maybe like a couple pictures and videos on like Snapchat, but like literally I can only like think of like 10 things that are on my Snapchat, like in my Snapchat memories that are, and even then I might even lose those because of that whole rumor that's going around about Snapchat and like charging you a subscription to keep like your memories stored for you. But I just remember that I did that, and I deleted everything off my phone. So like that's why I have no proof that I have any videos from middle school. And I'm actually just now remembering that, oh my god, this is so embarrassing. I just remember that in middle school too, when I was doing my YouTube channel, I got asked to do like a collab channel, like a group channel. I don't know if you guys, oh my god, this is so cringe. I just remember like back then in middle school, it was like this big thing to have like a group channel. Like it was like a trend that like people had like channels where like on Mondays like this person would post, and on Tuesdays it was my turn to post, and then on Wednesdays it was that person. Like it was it was like a trend that was happening during that era of middle school. Like it was like, what year was I in middle school? Like 2015 to 2017. Like during that phase, I remember there was like a trend that like bigger YouTubers were doing like group channels, like, and they would post like on certain days. And I remember in middle school there was like these group of girls who asked me if I wanted to be on a group channel with them. And I remember these girls didn't go to my middle school. I think only maybe like one or two of them did, and then the other girls that were posting on there were actually all from a separate middle school. But I knew the person who was running it, or I don't know if she was running it, but I knew the person who asked me to be on it. I went to elementary school with her, and we had this like YouTube channel together. I don't even know if it's still on there. I think all the channel got deleted too. I don't remember the name of the channel. I just remember that I would post on certain days, and like we would post like random things like, oh, like this week we're gonna be doing a makeup tutorial, so on Monday you're gonna see let's just say like on Monday you're gonna see Jessica's makeup tutorial, and on Tuesday you'll see my makeup tutorial, and on Wednesday you'll see this like it was a whole thing. And I think we only filmed maybe like, I would say like maybe like 2 weeks worth of videos. I would say like 1 week we had it down, and the second week we did, and then after that it just all kind of like fell apart, because I mean we're in middle school, guys. Like let's be for real, like what are we doing, you know? Like what are us middle schools entertaining like a bigger audience on YouTube, like, you know? But I just remember that we did that, and then I don't think I filmed any more YouTube videos after that, because I remember being like annoyed and it like not working out. I think like they got into like an argument. I don't think I did. I think I was just like, okay, it's not gonna work, like whatever. But I just remember like was like so dramatic that it like didn't work out, and this and that. Fast forward to high school, my freshman year of high school, I don't think I filmed any type of YouTube videos. I think I would film like random videos for like my little Finsta account that I had, like when I would go out with my friends or when I would do something with my friends. I think I would film like little like short clips, but I don't think I like committed to YouTube or filmed any vlogs for YouTube. I think the only one I have on here from like my freshman year was probably like my yearly recap that I posted, but I don't think I have any like vlogs that I filmed my freshman year of high school. And then once I was a sophomore in high school is when I was like, I want to start my channel again, and I did. And I remember the first video that I posted was like a Q&A. It was like a vlog and then a Q&A at the end of it. So that's why I'm saying like I haven't done like a reintroduction of myself or reintroduce myself since I've been back on this channel. And I re-uploaded, or like I started back this channel last year, January of 2025, and I don't think I ever like sat down and filmed like a video where I kind of like talk about myself and reintroduce myself and like kind of tell you guys about how I started this channel. And like this is what I'm doing right now, is like I'm kind of like just going over like my timeline of this YouTube channel and how it's been. And that's like the whole point of me being mic'd up right now and talking to you guys, is so that you guys can get to know me a little bit better. Sorry guys, I had to stop filming for a little bit, for like 5 minutes, just because my camera overheated, because it's really hot today where I live. It's like 90 degrees and I'm outside filming this video. And the only reason why I wanted to film this is because I didn't want to film it in my room, because you guys are already used to seeing my room like 30 million times. It's 99 degrees outside, guys. It's insane. 99 degrees. Anyways, I forgot where I was leaving off, but I think I left off of talking about how I wanted to rebrand this channel and start over. So I remember I changed my name from Awesome KK to Princess K, because, you know, I thought I was like mature and shit. And I was a sophomore in high school, and I would film like maybe like a couple videos. I wasn't filming like anything crazy. Let me actually look at my channel to kind of give you guys the timeline. So this was, okay, let's go all the way down to when I restarted. Okay, so the first video that I posted my sophomore year of high school was 7 years ago. 7 years ago, that's insane. Anyway, so 7 years ago I posted a vlog / mini Q&A video, and from there I posted, let me see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. I posted like 16 videos while I was in high school. So this is my sophomore year all the way up until my junior year. I was posting, and then I posted, here comes Kobe again. Can I help you? I think he just wants to be in this channel. Back to what I was saying. And then and then I started posting videos in like COVID time. So then, because I was so bored, guys. Like, I think we were all bored. We would be posting like freaking TikToks in the middle of freaking night when we were locked down, quarantine. Like, I had nothing better to do with my life. So I was filming during like COVID time. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 8 videos from 2020, and I have like a couple that are like clothing hauls. And then I posted 2 videos from my senior year of high school, which I'm so sad because 2020 was when COVID happened, and in the beginning of 2020 I was a junior in high school. So when COVID hit, it was, what was it, like March? Oh my god, it already has been, because it was March, I think March 14th or March 13th was when they announced the lockdown, or that COVID, like we needed to be on lockdown. That is like a scary, crazy time to think about. Like, I can't believe like we all lived that. Like, that is insane. But I just remember being like sad because I was a junior in high school, looking forward to like my senior things, and I was so like convinced that we were gonna go back like our senior year, and we kind of did and kind of didn't. So COVID hit in March of 2020, and so that was when I was a junior. And then obviously like all the way up until I think like October of 2020 is when they kind of lifted the lockdown. Well, they had lifted it like in the summertime, I remember, because I took a trip to San Diego, but we were all still wearing masks in a scary time, because I do remember we had to wear masks everywhere we went. And then like a lot of the places were like indoor outdoor seating, so like if you wanted to sit indoor it was very limited, and like if you were gonna sit outdoor, like you had to be like, you know, 6 feet apart and stuff like that, or 7 feet. I don't even remember anymore, but all I remember is that it was a weird time. There was a very weird time, and I remember thinking like we were never gonna like live a normal life again. Like we were always gonna have to wear masks, and that we were just gonna have to like live like that, like just be home all the time. But yeah, so my senior year like kind of got interrupted because of COVID, and I remember they offered like hybrid learning. So like basically what that meant was that because all of COVID we had to do like school through our computers, like through our laptops. And during our senior year they like announced that they were going to allow hybrid, which I think they announced it like in October, because I think that's when they kind of lifted the restrictions. But it was only allowed for a certain amount of students, because obviously COVID still existed, and you still had to wear a mask on campus, and you still had to be like feet away from other people. So I remember being like, well, I'm kind of like low-key down, because I want to experience my senior year being like in school, you know. But then my other friends who I was going to school with were like, bitch, I'm not going back to school, like I'm gonna stay doing it online, like it's just so much easier. So I was like, so what the fuck do you mean? Like I just signed up for hybrid, and now you're telling me that you're not gonna do it? Like what am I supposed to do? So I remember being so scared, because I'm like, I'm not trying to go into the actual like class, like because I don't know anybody. First of all, I didn't know anybody in my class because, bitch, we had a whole year off of school and we were doing it all online. So, like, having to go back, I feel like COVID messed up a lot of us, like, with, like, social anxiety. At least for me, like, I can vouch for myself that I, like, became, like, this person that I hated. Like, I was already a shy person before, but, like, I feel like it made it a lot worse because I didn't want to like interact with any other people other than the people that I already knew. Like I was not down to make new friends. I was not down to go into a school and go into a class like not knowing anybody, even though that's normal, because when you go to school and it's your first day of school, like you're going into classes with people you don't even know. And I was not down for that. I was literally not down to be in a classroom filled with like maybe 10 people and not know a single person and not be able to talk to them because you're like fucking 10 feet apart from them. Like hell no. So I remember like when they announced that and I had signed up for it, I instantly regretted putting in my like submission of wanting to do hybrid. And then I remember they sent out an email like telling you if you did get accepted to do the hybrid school or if you didn't, and I got accepted, bitch. And I was like, well, I'm not fucking going. So I remember I had to have my mom email the school telling them like she's not gonna do hybrid anymore, she's gonna do online. So like it like opened up like spaces for other kids to do hybrid if they wanted to. So like it was like whatever, it wasn't like a big deal. But because of COVID being during my senior year, and because I was doing it online, and then on top of that, since I was a senior, if you have like enough credits, like in high school, which I think it works everywhere, like you work based off of credits, like that's how you graduate. But like if you had enough credits, then like you didn't have to take like a language or like an elective during your senior year. So that means like you have like 2 free periods at the end or in the middle of the day. And I remember for me, like I only had like 3 classes my senior year, 3 or 4 classes, and they would always finish like before 12. So I would be done with school by like 12 o'clock, and then I would have nothing to do. And during this time is when I was starting to learn how to drive. So I remember my parents had this car. They had a 2009 Honda Civic, and they told me that that was going to be my car when I got my driver's license, that I could use it like, you know, whenever I wanted to whip that hoe when I had my driver's license. So I started to learn how to drive during COVID, like October of 2020 is when I asked my parents like if I could start learning how to drive. And they were like, well, I mean, we could teach you, but you're not going to like take the car whenever you want. I was like, well, yeah, obviously, like I'm just going to learn how to drive. And they did. They taught me how to drive during those times. And then like I got so confident in myself that I would like hang out with my friends and like be like, oh, like can I take the car, or like I'm just gonna go down the street. And like they would let me. And like I know this sounds so bad, I'm over here like driving illegally, like no shame to my parents or nothing. I'm sure some of you watching drove your parents' car, 1, without permission, and 2, illegally without a driver's license. So I don't want to hear nothing, because I always ask for permission when I would take the car. Okay, I would never take the car without my parents' permission. And I promise you I never did that. So mom, if you're watching this, I promise you I never took the car without permission. I always asked. Okay, I always asked before I went anywhere. But anyways, I knew how to drive then. And then I remember in like March of 2021 is when I decided that I wanted to start working, because I wanted to make money. I wanted to go live my life already. So I was like, I mean, I'm gonna graduate like in 2 months, so like I might as well start looking for a job now. And I did. I remember I applied at Starbucks. I applied like at 10 different Starbuckses, and those bitches never fucking said anything to me. So I have beef with the company Starbucks, on top of many other reasons why I don't like Starbucks. Then at the time, my sister was working at a daycare, and she was like, well, you can come work at this daycare that I'm working at, because she's looking for somebody, and like you would only work like in the afternoon, like from like 2 to 5. So like, I mean, it was something, because I was like, I'm not gonna complain. Like, what, I'm only gonna work like 3 hours a day, and it's gonna be with kids. Like I love kids to this day. I still love and adore kids with my whole entire heart. Like I literally cannot wait to have my own kids. But I remember like thinking like, well, like it's kids, like I love kids, and I don't think it's gonna be that hard. Like I get to entertain kids for 3 hours, like bet. So I remember I went into it, and like I got the job, and I started working at this daycare for a while. I was working there for about like, I forgot what I was saying before the camera died on me, but we're just gonna continue this. I'm almost done finishing up talking, because I know I've been yapping for like so long, but like that's the whole point. That's literally the whole point. But back to what I was saying. I think I was talking about how I got a job. So I was working at a daycare for a little bit, and I had a lot of free time because I was in school, and then I ended up graduating like two months later. And then during this time, I don't think I was making any YouTube channel content. And I think it was just because like I was just living my best life. Like I was just enjoying being a graduated teenager and living my best life. And during this era, I remember it was like my party girl era phase, like from October of 2020 to like, I would say maybe like a June of 2021 is when I was going through like this party phase, where I was literally going to like a house party every freaking weekend. Like it's insane like how many of those I went to. And I can get into details of like the parties that I went to. I could tell you guys story times. Like if that's something that you guys want to hear, let me know, because I have so many of them, and I would definitely love to like relive those moments, because those were fun times, but also pretty traumatic times too, which if you know, you know. But I would love to get into detail about the parties that I used to go to in high school. No, I wasn't even in high school. It was like right after high school, but I was definitely in like this party girl era phase, and I was going out like I said, almost every weekend. And then I was going out. Who was I going out with? I was going out with my friend Haley, and then there was times that I was going out with Dominic and his friends, and we would just go have fun. Anytime somebody posted like a little house party flyer, like I was there. Like I was immediately there, and yeah, it was like a fun time. It was like a fun era. And then I think maybe that's why like now as I'm older, like I don't really care for partying, because I literally lived that life from like my teenagers, from like 18 and 19 years old. Like I was doing that thing, like I was doing it. And so I think like now that I'm older, like I kind of don't care for it, because I already went through that party era phase. But I'm not saying that I still don't enjoy going out and getting something to drink and like enjoying my life. Like that's not it. I just think that I'm in an era of my life where I'm like, I already got to enjoy that part, that I do enjoy going out here and there with like family and friends and like getting like a little drink, but I don't like to like party like hella hard. Like again, there's times where I will be like, you know what, like fuck it, like it's time to like live my life and like party a little bit. But I don't think I'm in that stage, because there's people who are my age who are right now like they go out to clubs like every weekend, or they go to a party, and that's fun and that's exciting and I love that for them. But I'm just personally not in that phase in my life anymore where I want to be doing that, and I want to continue to do that. Like I'm in that era where like I just want to like get to the point where I like have my house and my family and my kids, and I get to like, I don't know, enjoy that. Like I don't know. I'm in a weird phase of my life right now. Let's not talk about it, because it gives me like anxiety thinking about it. Low key, not gonna lie. But anyways, during that time I was going out a lot with Dominic, and during this time, and especially when I was working at that daycare that I was working at, I was seeing him like every single day. And again, I'll bring up the whole like of us coming together like when he comes on here, so that we can kind of talk about it together and talk about like our whole relationship together, which I will never ever get tired of talking about our story and how we got together and how us came apart or us came about, because it's just so like crazy to me. And I think it's such a beautiful thing that me and Dominic didn't become like a relationship like just like from meeting like from the first time. Like no, it like was a whole thing. And like there's nothing against like if you and your boyfriend or you and your partner have gotten together from just like a one-time thing, because I feel like Dominic and I did also kind of enter our relationship that way, where it was just kind of like a one-time like from one day to the next, like we were like, all right, I guess we're like in a relationship together. Like it kind of was like that, but kind of wasn't, because there was like history behind it. And I really love that about our relationship. I love that there's a story behind us getting together, which you guys will get to hear the full in-depth detail story when Dominic is on this series. But for now, I'm just going to give you the short form. During that phase of us going to parties and stuff, I was also hanging out with him like outside of like the whole party phase. Like me and him were friends, and you guys know that me and him were really close before we were in a relationship together. And I think this might have been like the whole like main reason why I started having feelings for him, was because I was seeing him almost every single day, and I was like, he was like the only like boy that I was seeing every single day. And I would like tell myself like, do I have a crush on him? Because like I'm like craving his attention. Like I want to be with him every single day. And like we weren't even doing anything like that. Like I know it sounds like, oh, like you guys were hooking up or like no, literally, like I would, because when I was working at the daycare, I would go in like at 2 or 2:30, and I would ask him, because he lived down the street from this daycare that I worked. Okay guys, I'm gonna try to wrap this up as quickly as possible, because my camera keeps overheating because it's so hot outside. Like I said, it's like 100 degrees outside, so I don't blame my camera for overheating. But I was finishing it off by saying that me and Dominic were seeing each other pretty much every single day, and that I would like hit him up to hang out before I would go into my job, because he lived down the street from where I work. So I would always be like, hey, like let's go get Starbucks together, let's go to the store together, let's go do this together. Like we would do things together every single day. And I do remember like always getting questioned, or always even questioning myself, like, do I like him? Like, why am I wanting to hang out with him so much? But I'm gonna just leave it at that, because like I said, I want to go into depth and into detail with Dominic here and having this conversation with him, and so you guys can kind of get to know a little bit more about us and how our relationship got going. Because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of you guys kind of already know, but kind of don't. Like, I think a lot of you guys knew that me and Dominic were friends before we became an actual relationship. And I'm sure a lot of you guys weren't surprised when we got together, if you know me personally. But There is some other people who were kind of like, dang, like that's crazy, like you guys were like really close, and like then all of a sudden like you guys became together, but you guys don't know like the full story of how we got together, which I do want to film that for you guys, and hopefully that'll be episode 2. But I'm gonna leave it here because it's kind of be like a little cliffhanger for you guys to see episode number 2 with Dominic, and then you guys will get to see all of that. But I really hope you guys enjoy this series, and I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know a little bit more about me. I'm sorry if I didn't speak enough. I had like bullet points, but I never looked at them. So I guess I would just kind of like continue this series, and you guys will get to know just a little bit more about myself with this series, and a little bit more about my life, a little bit more of like story times will happen. The whole sole purpose of this is kind of to do like a small short form podcast style. I don't know how long this video is going to be. It might be like a longer video than I thought, but I do want this type of video to be like something that you guys can just listen to in the background, not necessarily like have to watch me, because I'm literally just sitting down and talking to a microphone. But I definitely want this type of video to be something when you guys are getting ready, or you guys are just wanting to listen to something in the background while you clean your room. Like I want this type of video to be something that you guys listen to, not necessarily watch. But I mean, if you guys want to watch, then you guys can watch, because I love watching podcasts over listening to them. Obviously I'm listening to them, but I'm also watching them because sometimes they like show things in their podcasts. But anyways, I'm already talking way too much than I should have, but I really hope you guys enjoy this series, and I hope I can continue to grow this series with you guys on this channel. Let me know what you guys want to hear on this series, what you guys want me to talk about. If there's any like advice that you guys want to hear, like friendship advice, relationship advice, adult like life, anything that you guys want me to talk about, please let me know in the comments down below, and I will gladly film that for you guys, and I will gladly talk about those things with you guys. And if you guys hate this series, then I'm really sad, because I'm really excited to start this on my channel. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope that I see you guys in the next video. I don't know if the next video is going to be another mic'd up series, or if it's going to be a vlog, but I hope you guys enjoying the content of me being back, and hopefully I am able to film a lot more for you guys, and hopefully you guys will get to see me on my channel and help this channel grow. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.